I've had sleep problems for 20 years. My dad, I didn't realize until a few years ago, he's had sleep apnea. I would hear him go like that and choking, and loud snoring. And I remember growing up with that, and I didn't think about it for a long time. And I've had sleep problems just for a long number of years. And, I had a health crisis end of 2016, and I woke up to health. I said, all right, I got to improve my life, improve my health, because I may not be here if I don't. So one of the aspects of health I realized is poor sleep. So everyone's got 7 nights a week or 7 days a week to sleep well. And I was at the point where just about every night I wasn't sleeping well. I wake up tired, I wake up foggy. And, I realized when you're not feeling good and you're in a bad mood, it affects everybody around you. You're short with your children, you're short with your wife. You even go to get a cup of coffee and you're like, "Urgh," to the person. And they, and I would see sometimes people's reactions literally like I had emotionally blasted them without meaning to. So I realized, I've got to do something about my sleep. I didn't have an answer yet, and I'm laying in bed with my wife one morning, and I'm complaining to her about the pillow I'm using. I'm saying, this stupid thing's gone flat, it's uncomfortable, and, I'm just tired of this. And she says, oh, I'll take your pillow. And I said, you've had like 10 pillows this past year. What do you need my pillow for? And she said, well, maybe it'll be a good one. Maybe it'll work for me, because I've tried so many, it doesn't work. And I said, fine, you can take it, but I don't think it's going to solve the problem. And I said, what they need to do is they need to make a custom pillow based on the width of your shoulders and the shape of your head and all that stuff. So she says, well, you're looking for something to do. Why don't you go do that? I said, well, guess what? I'm going to do it. Okay. And that's how it started. That was the inception of it. All right, now, Allison, my assistant here, is laying on what's called a normal pillow. You'd get this at most stores and online. Look at how her neck is. You see how her head is falling down into the pillow? The pillow's crowding up in front of her face. And as she sleeps through the night, as her body relaxes, she'll tend to roll forward, and the pillow will actually potentially cover her mouth. But it's not supporting her neck, shoulders, or back. Now, this is just for a moment in this video, but imagine laying like this for 6, 7, 8 hours in a night. What do you think is going to happen to you? You're going to get neck pain, back pain, shoulder pain. You're going to be distorted for hours at a time. And unfortunately, that's what a normal pillow does to you. So if you consider what happens to your neck and your body if you lay in this position for 6, 7, 8 hours a night, every night, it's going to really affect your neck, your spine, your back. That's what's going to give you neck pain, shoulder pain, and back pain when you wake up. And this is the reason. You may not even suspect it, but during the night when you're asleep, the pillow may at first, for instance, feel too low or too high, and you think, I'll just get used to it or I'll mush it up. But again, during the night, if you're not aligned properly, if you're off, if your neck is like this and your back and shoulders, that's what's going to give you the pain. That's what's going to cause you the problems, and you might not even know why. So as she's sleeping, I want you to look at the curvature of her spine. Look at her head, it's tilted down, and watch the spine. Look at the curve that it makes as she sleeps. It's not just the bed that's doing this, it's the pillow. The bed is, the natural weight of her body is pulling her down, but this pillow, because she's not aligned, her head is down, her shoulders up, her body's down, so she's having 3 or 4 points of contortion just from this one pillow. Now, just as bad as a pillow that's too thin, a pillow that's too thick, as the one she's laying on here, could be even worse, but just as bad. Look at the angle of her neck now, tilted way up. This affects not just the neck and the head, this affects the entire spine. It creates essentially like a wave. If you look here, head is up, coming in, shoulder up, abdomen in, thighs up. Her whole body is in this accordion shape. Very, very bad for sleeping. Again, sitting like this for 6, 7, 8 hours, you're lucky if you even fall asleep. You're going to be super uncomfortable. If you do fall asleep in this position, again, it's pushing on your neck for hours and hours. Someone sleeping like this on a pillow that's too high, just as bad as a pillow that's too low. Traditional pillows are made flat, but the problem happens when you lay on them. Your head weighs approximately 10 pounds, which is a normal bowling ball. The weight of your head is on that pillow for 8 hours a night, for days, weeks, months, years. You could see the pillow's coming up over her face. As she's sleeping, if the pillow gets close enough, it'll obscure her breathing, and she'll be breathing in more carbon dioxide. Her breath will be coming back to her, and it'll potentially hurt her sleep. Also, because of the weight of her head, the pillow is crunched in. It's no longer flat. Now she's laying at an incline, and the pillow's coming up all around her face and her head. So that's not what we want to have happen. We've designed in a specific way to counteract that with the custom tailored pillow. But I want to show you what's normal, and then we'll show you what happens after. Another big reason why we have the taper in the custom tailored pillow, which I'll show you shortly, is that any pillow like this, no matter how great it starts out, after 3 months of laying on it with the weight of your head compressing that pillow every day for 8 hours, the pillow is going to get soft, it's going to get smushed, the material is going to get compressed. I don't care if it's memory foam, ball fiber, hypoallergenic, whatever it is, golden goose feathers, it's all going to get compressed and your pillow will be unusable after a few months. Now, the custom tailored pillow has been designed mechanically and with many other features to keep that pillow lasting a lot longer than normal pillows. If you remember the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears, she had porridge that was too hot, too cold, and then just right. And that's what we've done with the custom tailored pillow. We looked at too thin, we looked at too thick. This is just right. This pillow has been contoured and made specifically for Allison based on 14 of her body measurements. We've used AI in the process to extract her measurements, and it is tailored and contoured so that it fits her perfectly. It keeps her head, her neck, back, waist, everything in proper alignment. Now she's able to get a good night's sleep. Now if she lays there 6, 7, 8 hours, she's going to wake up less often. She's going to fall asleep faster. She's going to be more comfortable. Her snoring, if it happens, will be lessened. Apnea gets lessened. The pillow helps tremendously with all these things because it keeps your airway straight, it keeps it open, it keeps your back, neck, spine, shoulders, everything in alignment. So as you saw with the regular pillow, because it started out flat, when she laid her head on it, it made that indentation. But look what happens with the custom tailored pillow. It starts out with a taper, you can see right here. And when she lays her head on it, now the weight of her head makes the pillow approximately flat. And that's a good surface to lay on. You don't want to lay it an incline up, an incline down. You want to be flat. That's why the pillow was specifically designed with this taper to it. And that's why when you sleep on it, you want to sleep on the thick side so that that taper becomes straight with the weight of your head. I want to show you another really cool feature, a really important benefit of the way the pillow is designed. Now, I told you with this custom tailored pillow, your face is not going to mush into the pillow. It's going to keep its shape for a long time. Now, my associate here, Allison, she's been laying for quite a while on the pillow. I'm going to have her turn her face and watch what her cheek looks like and her neck looks like. There's no wrinkles. She's been laying on this, throughout the whole day. And there's no wrinkles on her cheek, no wrinkles on her neck. So you know that phenomenon when you wake up sometimes and the pillow has made marks on your face or your neck. Well, over weeks, months, and years, that can actually get your skin to take that shape and to cause you problems with your skin, wrinkles, etc. This pillow has less of that because of the way it's structured. If you don't sink into it, if it doesn't mush around you and gather around you, it's less likely for that to happen. So it's another important benefit I wanted to point out. Okay, now the right pillow is not just for side sleepers, it's also for people that sleep on their back. Take a look at Allison's head now. This pillow is too thin, her chin is forward, her neck is back, and this is causing strain to her while she sleeps as well. So whether it's back or side, too thin, too thick is no good. And I'm going to show you some more. So you can see her head is back. So her airway is now being kinked a little bit backwards. That's going to restrict the flow of air to her body slightly. If she snored, it would make the snoring worse. If, God forbid, she had sleep apnea, where the tissues of her tongue and mouth collapse as she relaxes and blocks her throat and her breathing, it could worsen potentially sleep apnea, which is a cessation of breathing. It's when you stop breathing in your sleep because your tongue falls back in your throat. And that's a terrible medical condition that can cause all kinds of problems. So the wrong pillow can make that far worse. And as you can see here, again, it's projecting her chin forward. And this is going to hurt her if she sleeps like this for 6, 7, 8 hours a night. And this is super important to be aware of this. So now we have Allison laying on a pillow that is way too thick. It's pushing her head forward. This is probably the worst position of all if you're sleeping on your back, is to have your head forward. Again, remember the example of the garden hose of your throat. This one's being kinked forward. If she has a problem, she's definitely going to have worsened snoring if she has it. God forbid, again, sleep apnea, it's going to be far worse in this kind of position because of the kink of the neck. And she may also all of a sudden realize, I'm not sleeping right, or I'm gasping on my back, I'm not able to sleep, I'm snoring, etc. Men or women, this goes for both. But it's because you may not notice the subtle changes that are going on with the pillow as it's compressing, as it's changing the angle of your head and neck over the weeks and months. And pretty quickly, it can feel like you're laying on nothing. So that's not a good thing. You need to design this out, and that's what we've done with the custom tailored pillow. Another strange phenomenon that happens is as you sleep, the weight of the head will bring the pillow up around your ears. So it can make the whole sleeping experience really hot, and it blocks some of the flow to your ears. So depending on your hearing changing while you sleep, that may either cause you more disturbance or less disturbance. But again, it's getting closer to your head, it's surrounding more of your skin, and it's going to make you a lot hotter than you otherwise would be because the pillow does this to you. So again, it is critical, sleeping on your back or your side, to have the right pillow that puts your head, neck, and shoulders all in alignment. And you can see what a dramatic difference it is. Just with a few inches and a few degrees change in the angle is all that it takes to make an uncomfortable sleep full of problems versus a restful sleep where you wake up and you feel great. So again, like in the story of Goldilocks, too hot, too cold, and just right for the porridge, the pillow needs to do the same job. This pillow is just right. If you notice her head is not indenting into the pillow. The pillow has enough structure to keep her head where it needs to be and keep her head like this for months upon months upon months. The pillow will keep her head in the right position and prevent it from folding in around her face for much longer than normal pillows would do because of the structure and the design. And as you can see, it's a more comfortable sleep environment. It's not creeping up around her ears. There's less pillow in contact with her head, which will keep her cooler as she sleeps. And I'm not sure if you know, but sleeping cooler will help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. So you don't want to be hot when you sleep. The wrong pillow can definitely do that for you, especially in the filler material type. If you notice too, there's no wrinkling of her skin. The pillow is not gathering up around her. It's not forming ridges or wrinkles that will press up against her skin and possibly give her wrinkles or leave marks on her face or neck while she sleeps. That's also an important design element. So it stays away from your skin, it stays in the right position, and it'll help you sleep better and sleep more comfortably and last a very long time. Again, it's been designed with Allison in mind, contoured to 14 of her body measurements. Her head, neck, back are all in alignment. She's happy. She's going to sleep a lot better in this position. More comfortable. Again, she'll fall asleep faster. She'll stay asleep longer and wake up fewer times. She'll wake up feeling more rested, and that is the whole goal here. That's why this pillow was designed like it was. That's why it's made how it was. And that's why when it's custom designed to each person, it fits them, and they feel better, and they sleep better. That's the whole point. Now, when you sleep on your side, most people will think, okay, great, I've got the head pillow right, my head and neck are in alignment right here, I'm off to the races. I've studied side sleeping. I've had to because I've had so many problems, and there's a lot more to it than you may think. That's why we created this 3-pillow system. I'm going to go through with you now. So we have the head pillow, again, custom tailored to her measurements, keeps her head and neck straight right here. But when you sleep on your side, you may not know this, but as you relax, you'll tend to roll forward. This shoulder will roll forward just like this. And actually what that does is, if you don't watch out, your arm will travel up to your head. It'll start cutting off your air supply here. I felt it personally. As you roll forward, the pillow you lay on is on the side of your neck, but as you roll forward, it goes to the corner of your neck. So you're choking off your air supply from two sides, and it's very easy. That's why people wonder, how can I snore if I'm on my side? How could I have apnea if I'm on my side? Mechanically, that is why, because as you roll forward, you have these 2 pinch points on your neck, and that can easily cut off your air supply, make your snoring far worse, make your apnea far worse, and make you very uncomfortable, and wake you out of sleep as your body tries to help you breathe. So this huggable pillow is a critical element. It also is contoured to her body. It has a specific height and dimensions and all that based on her measurements. Her arm, if you notice right here, rests comfortably. When you lay on your side, we've engineered all of this. Your arm doesn't come forward, it's backwards. So this furrow in the pillow there is designed to accommodate that. She can hug it. It prevents her from rolling forward. So that's why this huggable pillow is so critical. Now, we don't want to just leave it there. We've got head and neck. They're doing good. The middle of the body is doing good. A lot of people ignore the lower body. So if we come over here now, knee to ankle, you want a supporting pillow knee to ankle. Because if you don't have that, this top leg from gravity will collapse down to the bottom leg. This will torque her knee. This will pull here and it'll pull on her lower back. It'll cause strain throughout the night. Again, you're laying like this for 6, 7, 8 hours. So if you don't have support in these 3 areas, you're not going to sleep optimally. Now with this complete side sleeping system, she is probably more comfortable than she's been in a long time. Everything is supported, spine is straight, she's feeling great. So just as I showed you the side sleeper complete sleeping system, this is our back sleeper system. So it consists of 2 pillows, the head and neck pillow, and a pillow underneath the back of the knees. Now the reason why is when you sleep on your back, obviously your head is going to need support. But what most people don't realize is if your legs are straight, your hamstrings and everything are straight, it'll be pulling on your back muscles, and that'll keep them tighter than they need to be throughout the night. So if you have a pillow underneath the knees, that relieves the strain. It makes an angle, it shortens the legs over here, and it makes the back muscles more relaxed so the person can be more comfortable throughout the whole night. So for best back sleeping, you want the 2-pillow system to help you be most relaxed. From various associations, I've seen stats of 33% on up of all people are having sleep issues. That's a lot of people. In the US alone, that's like 100+ million people that it's affecting them chronically. Worldwide, I would say it's easily 1 billion people that have sleep problems. You know, a lot of people, unfortunately, they probably don't even have beds or pillows. You know, we are lucky to be in the first world, but I mean, it hundreds of millions at least around the world, possibly even 1 billion or more. A lot of people. So I think the biggest effect that this will have is, again, I can't make medical claims, but I can say if you sleep better, there's a good likelihood that you may be able to reduce some of the negative medical consequences. No studies yet. This is just my generality, but if we can help improve people's lives, reduce snoring and getting them back in the bedroom, possibly reducing apnea, possibly reducing insomnia, this can lead to less time off work, better relationships, which sounds, airy-fairy, but I'm telling you, I know from personal experience, if you don't feel good, you don't treat the people around you well, whoever they are. And all those people aren't treated well by you. So every person that sleeps better is going to affect all the people in their day around them. And they'll feel better because they won't be treated tersely or rudely or whatever it is. So it has the potential over time to improve millions of people's lives. And that's really the end goal here. So in conversations with hundreds of people that have had sleep problems, we've been told the average, by the people themselves, we ask them, how much do you think you've spent to fix your sleep problems? On average, it's over $2,000 over a 3-year period. Going to doctors, CPAPs, chiropractors, whatever it is. So it's over $2,000 people have spent to fix their sleep problem. They still have no solution. That's why we're talking to them. If you get a new mattress, $2,000 and up. If you want to get a real crap mattress, which is not going to help you, sure, under $2,000, but a decent mattress, $2,000 to $5,000 at least. The pillow is less than 1/10 of the price of that. So as a fix in terms of cost, it's nothing compared to what people have already spent on average and what they still could spend in the future on a new mattress. So I think it's like a killer deal. I'm asked if we have a guarantee. Yes. If you get the pillow and it doesn't suit you and you're not sleeping better and your problems aren't decreasing, let us know. We'll fix it for you. And if we can't fix it for some reason, we'll give you a full refund. No problem. So we have a guarantee on it, 100% money back if it doesn't help you. If it doesn't help you, I don't want you to have it. The point is for you to sleep better.